All right, hindsight is 2020, right? And we're looking back at an old comment that Aaron Rodgers said about Mike Tomlin almost 4 years ago on the Pat McAfee show, saying, quote, "I'm a big Mike Tomlin fan. I have been for a long time." All right, so maybe then we weren't really looking into it too much, but now that the rumors about Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers have been swirling and we've been waiting for quite some time, we're looking at that quote a little bit differently. Let's welcome in our two-time Super Bowl champ, Bryant McFadden, a guy who was very familiar with Mike Tomlin and the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers still not on a team. We're hearing the Steelers aren't closing the door. We're also wondering, is Aaron Rodgers going to retire? What's going on? But B-Mac, give us a vibe check on Steelers Nation. Do they actually want Aaron Rodgers as their QB1?
Well, Jacqueline, the vibe check for Steeler Nation is basically this. They're sitting here every day. They're checking their wrist, looking at their watch, waiting for the alert to come through from the CBS Sports app. Hey, Aaron Rodgers is a Pittsburgh Steeler. That's the vibe check day in and day out. People have been texting my phones from the fans that I have a good relationship with. When is it going to happen? I don't know. I give the same answer every single time. But for Steeler Nation, should they want Aaron Rodgers? No question, Jacqueline. Yes. Because of this potential relationship, you kind of back yourself in a corner with no other valuable option outside of what you currently have on the team, which is Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson. Two veteran players, but clearly you don't want to go to war with those two guys as your starting quarterback from start to finish, especially if you're an organization like the Pittsburgh Steelers, Jacqueline, that have playoff aspirations. You can say whatever you want to say about what did not work out for Aaron Rodgers with the Jets. We can say last year towards the latter part of the season, he played pretty good football. He played much better football than any other option that the Pittsburgh Steelers has currently on their roster. So if you're Steelers fans, I understand this has been an annoying waiting period. It's like waiting for that tax return check to come in the mailbox. Just keep waiting. It's going to come, hopefully. It happens, and when it does, you're smiling from ear to ear, considering the other options that you have.
Yeah, and we know Justin Fields used to be in that quarterback room, and now he is in Aaron Rodgers' old stopping grounds. He is with the New York Jets, and their GM saying, quote, "Hey, we believe in Justin." Do you believe Justin Fields is going to find some success over there, B-Mac, when you look at the Aaron Glenn era that is coming in and some of the new pieces that they're building there?
Yes, I do. I'm really bummed that Justin is no longer a part of the Pittsburgh Steelers because he was my option. If I had a dog in the race, I would put my name and say, hey, Justin Fields should be retained as a starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But he moved on, got a real good deal for him. And I love everything they're saying about Justin Fields as their starting quarterback for this upcoming season. I believe that he has a high ceiling, and we saw really, really good things from Justin Fields in those 6 starts that he provided for the Pittsburgh Steelers. More consistent play than what we saw early on in his career there with the Chicago Bears. He was seeing the football field better. And of course, when he's in the lineup, Jacqueline, he's an extra playmaker because of his athleticism. So hearing that they really were all in making Justin Fields their starting quarterback, it tells me the organization believes in his skill set, and they believe he has everything plus more for them to be successful as a team, along with his individual efforts.
Yeah, I'm with you. I believe in Justin Fields. I feel like he's still got some gas left in the tank there. Let's talk about the Colts, because there's an old saying, B-Mac, where if you have 2 quarterbacks, you really have none. And Colts coach Shane Steichen is saying that Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones are going to split those first-team reps. How do you feel about splitting your first-team reps with a guy who was your first-round pick not that long ago for Indy?
Well, clearly, their patience has ran its course with Anthony Richardson, which is why they wanted to bring in a veteran quarterback that has starting experience, because they want to create a competition. I felt like, Jacqueline, this is what they should have done Anthony Richardson's first year. Instead of just handing him the keys, there was no competition at all. This was a guy that was extremely raw, coming from the University of Florida, right? He needed more reps. He only started, 12 or 13 games in college. This is a guy that needed more reps, but you gave him the keys, and clearly it didn't work out to your favor. And now you're trying to allow him to compete. This should have been the regimen for them year 1. But here we are. And I'm okay with each guy splitting time with the ones, because you want to see exactly which quarterback has the best chemistry. He's super efficient, working with the guys that will be out there in meaningful snaps in the regular season. And hey, the best man will win this job. But it seems like, Jacqueline, from afar, even though Daniel Jones has yet to put on an Indianapolis Colts uniform, it feels like he has more leverage. You know, he has not the easier route to becoming the starter, but it seems like it's a more smoother transition for him from everything that we've heard, especially since Daniel Jones became an Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, and we can't forget, you know, AR just like running into 3 defenders, just trying to play hero ball, and also some of the comments he said about, you know, removing himself from the